So I guess I've been living under a rock the last couple of days because Fernando Tatis Jr. did an interview recently with the San Diego Union, and I honestly want to talk about it because it's something really insightful on the process of Fernando Tatis regaining trust with the fans and the baseball club, and I think it's really good to talk about. So Fernando Tatis in an interview said this: "I feel like this is one of the years there's going to be more emotion, and I'm definitely looking forward to it. I feel like a different story could have been if I was on the field, meaning if he was playing in the playoffs. I feel like that was a stab to the team. I was apart from them, and it was the first time I ever felt that. I was really heartbroken. I've always been successful in this field, meaning baseball, and now for the first time I really messed up." He continues to state that, "I know what people are going to talk about out there and what people are going to be talking about on the field. It depends on me and how I'm going to approach it and how I'm going to take it, and that's all going to be up to me if I'm going to answer back." See, I like this Fernando Tatis in the Padres because, like I said, it shows that he's trying to regain the trust of the fans and the organization. There's no denying that Fernando Tatis being on the Padres last year ruined them to a sense. They needed him in that playoff series versus the Phillies. I think that Padres team was still really good, but you can't tell me that if Fernando Tatis wasn't on that team, that the playoffs might be a little bit different. Maybe you might be seeing the Padres in the World Series versus the Astros. Yet again, I don't know if the Astros or the Padres would have won that series. That's for you guys to tell me in the comment section down below. But I think the Padres team was still good without Fernando Tatis, but I think adding Fernando Tatis to that team that they have right now would actually just make it 10 times better. Fernando Tatis, let's not discredit him for his accolade just because of the PED usage, because hey, he did have that incident, right? It's something that's serious. But before he even used any of that, he was in MVP talks pretty much for the last 2 years before 2022. He was top 3 in MVP in 2021 and I believe top 4 in 2020. If I have that backwards, then I'm sorry about that. He's won 2 Silver Sluggers and came in 3rd Rookie of the Year in his rookie season. Now, if you guys want the stats, I can give you some right now. In 2021, in his All-Star season, Fernando Tatis batted a 282 batting average, of 364 OBP, a 611 slug, and an OPS of 975. This guy has not had a season below 900 OPS. It's insane to think about. He also had 42 homers in 2021. The guy's on a really good track record to becoming one of the all-time greats in the Padres system. I find it funny how a lot of people were kind of talking about Fernando Tatis Jr. rumors at the beginning of like December just because they got Xander Bogaerts. I just find that hilarious, but hey, the show must go on, right? Fernando Tatis Jr. is someone that I see that has a lot of potential. Like I said, he's going to be playing right field or left field depending if they want to go with Juan Soto on left or right. Fernando Tatis Jr., right, his defensive numbers aren't the best at all times, but he still is a flashy player. He is a franchise player. He's someone you can build a brand upon, and I think this interview was a really good start for Fernando Tatis Jr. earning that credibility back with his fans and just the ball club in general. I think Fernando Tatis Jr. has a ton of time in the league, and also let's not forget, he is going to be 24 when it comes to this MLB season. That is extremely young. Let's not forget, in his years that he was under MVP voting, he was 22-21. He had a top 3 vote at one point, and he was either 22 or 21. It's insane to think about the potential of this kid, and I think if he comes back from his injury, and okay, he's not hitting at the 280 mark, right? The batting average that he probably is aiming towards, and not hitting 40 home runs every season. I think Fernando Tatis Jr., if he has a down year, it's probably going to be like a 260 to 270 batting average, which isn't bad. You need that on that team. That is just extra hits that end up going into the postseason, and it just makes sense for your roster. Also, I just want to say, I don't want to discredit Ha-Seong Kim because he had a really good season and actually filling that gap that Fernando Tatis left when he left the team. Ha-Seong Kim did really well, but you cannot tell me if Fernando Tatis Jr. wasn't on that team when they were facing the Phillies that they could have not gotten a chance to the World Series. That chance is still there. Yes, the Phillies and the Padres had a decent series, but Fernando Tatis Jr. is a phenomenal talent. He's someone that has longevity in the league as long as he stays healthy and kind of stays away from dumb things. I think the whole motorcycle thing as well will probably just be in the back of his mind for the next couple seasons. I think he's going to be a pretty mature player going forward. Also, I kind of forgot to talk about how good Fernando Tatis Jr. will be in the 2023 Padres lineup, because let's kind of talk about it, right? You're going to have Ha-Seong Kim playing second base, Juan Soto playing your right field, Manny Machado playing your third base, Xander Bogaerts playing your shortstop, Jake Cronenworth at first base. Your DH is going to be Nelson Cruz, probably going to have Fernando Tatis in left or right, so it's going to be swapped out with Juan Soto, and you have Austin Nola catching you. Also, you have center fielder Trent Grisham, and also you're going to have Matt Carpenter as another DH because, hey, I love me some Matt Carpenter. Matt Carpenter is a masher. He was on my Yanks, and I hope he does well for you Padres fans out there. And do I think Fernando Tatis Jr. actually adds to this roster of players? Of course. He's someone that had a season prior, he hit 40 home runs. I imagine he's probably going to hit around 20 to 30 this season because he's going to be missing 20 games. games, and we're going to be able to see him come June or even maybe the end of May. It's going to be amazing to see him come back and play. I don't know how long of a run he's going to get, and when I say run, I mean how many games he's going to be playing, just because he's coming back from injury as well. But he's out there already practicing, you know, he's getting ready to come back from a suspension, and I expect him to be an everyday right fielder, left fielder, or maybe even swap with shortstop when Xander Bogaerts needs rest days. It's going to be fun to watch him play. I never really got to see this guy play just because I wasn't into baseball when he was playing, and I hope he actually, you know, proves himself and kind of makes the fans happy again, because man, I know so many people were kind of disappointed with him, and so many kids, if you think about it. Like, the last person that really had PED usage was Robinson Cano, again for the second time. And also, when I look at some of the great ball players that I love watching as a kid, like Alex Rodriguez getting exposed for all that stuff, it ruined the reputation for me. And I know Fernando Tatis Jr. is such a marketable guy that you want him to be good and you want him to be great again. And like I said, just last time I'll say it, is I think this interview is a great step for him to rebuild his credibility. And yeah, I'm excited to watch Fernando Tatis. If you are too, please leave a like and subscribe. And also, I have a SeatGeek code. It's JoTalks. Use it at checkout. I think you get like $20 off or $10 off on your first ticket order or something. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. My name's Joe, aka I'm Hitch. Have a good one.